don't talk to you.
Yeah, right.
Smoke, 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 smoke. Mm. Look what I see.
We on Monday night.
Shandon. What the world?
All right, Coach, the bright lights of Broadway just to the east of us, and we are under the lights as well at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with the Cleveland Browns.
I'll see his name here, Unstoppable.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
You doing what?
Based on how good Boys Ivy is.
You gonna get your tongue pierced, Friday. I guess. Yep. And that floats your boat. I said that floats your boat.
They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Well, of course, three-time 1,000-yard rusher, sat out 2018, but you look back to 2017, a tick under 1,300 yards and almost 700 more receiving.
Maybe I don't know what side to listen right on.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Just stay with your man.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line.
Not that play.
I want to see how this defense
you might get the next 30
here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game.
Put up
so
7.
What do you do?
You put
I
up
think
7.
you have to make sure that
so
you
I gotta put up
bottle him
7.
in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the
stay
line of
with
scrimmage,
them,
if he breaks through,
Damn, he
there's
dropped
nothing
it.
but room to run.
Come on, Dale.
First carry for Trenton Cannon. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game.
You ain't got no quarterback now. Le'Veon gonna have to tote the load.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 43. So opening drive, 3rd down. They complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, the ball should be there, and then they can get to do some work afterwards.
On 1st down, it's Darnold.
Oh, come on! Dude, right there.
Wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Oh, my God.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Anderson a first down and more. His throw caught at about the 5. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
And he is here.
Yeah, they do.
Touchdown.
Not hit Bell 3 yards in the backfield. He drove that man all 6 yards to the back of the end zone.
And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
Let's turn these
Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP.
He's thinking that run the ball now. I ain't playing against Brady. Maybe I can get 6 yards.
Edwards to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
If that dude had lost his first ball, Jack. The kickoff, I'm talking about the first kickoff.
You've been in for a long night.
Yeah, buddy. I done had to help him plenty of times. Give up a touchdown, then the opening kick to me, he fumbles it. 14-0.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 24. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
How many times do we say in this game?
Yeah, I ain't had 18 yards going to the full quarter on break.
In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down.
Man, come on.
Incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Push him back.
Mayfield gives this one to Hunt, and he's
Come on,
going to
man.
lose
Block
yardage
it,
here.
They
lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. That's caught inside the 20. And deep he goes into Jets territory before being taken down. A big play that time for Cleveland. 45 yards.
Beckham, 45 of them.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
So the quarterback gotta be a
From the gun, Mayfield.
try this.
That's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra
Don't
defenders out there, right?
throw
It
it.
certainly is.
Don't throw it in a interception, Jamie.
Just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing, Mayfield. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And they're able to corral them right around the 8, and that's short of the 1st down.
Just got to talking about this
10 there, but it
down.
leaves them just short for 4th down. Seibert's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
Get 3 points is the best thing could happen to me because I'd have went for it and missed it.
And no return on this
Game
one. It's
been
a
over
fair
with.
catch, a signal for, and take it.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if you guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
What did he do?
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Dude from the linebacker.
This will be a jet sweep to Crowder, and that one covered beautifully.
I don't know how he on the field. Who is this dude?
Oh, he on your team?
Yeah.
Safety, yeah, I just cut him.
Yeah, why is he on the field? Free safety. Strong safety. He bagging up, ran the hurt or something?
Possibility.
left field, man. Harry Mirror. I don't know. He ain't got no business out there. I know that.
No business. No.
I got too many little corners I can put out there.
And they'll
What he
stop
doing?
him behind the line.
Stop made by Miles Garrett. Tackled back at the 28-yard line.
Here we go, son.
53 is the mark. Let's go, T.
No 80.
It's gonna be a long
Red 80.
It's gonna be a long day. Check three, check three, check three.
Darnold down to throw. And that is
Pick the ball
incomplete.
off.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right
Come on,
there?
man, it's a piece
Zone
of
was
shit, man.
absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something.
be
There's
trouble
nothing
here.
available there for him.
Fielded at about the 28. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe
that.
bashed it.
Super tough.
Yeah.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the run, this is Hunt. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1.
Here we go. Another 3rd and 1. What y'all want me to do? Full back down.
180.
Mike 5-4. Got one.
They'll try to run for the 1st down.
Come on,
And
man.
That play went nowhere.
Get
Losing
out of
yardage.
here.
It'll be back at the 36.
That's my
It'll
fault.
be a loss of 7 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
A 53-yard attempt.
And that one's not going to get there. Not
Oh,
enough
my
juice.
God.
An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it
That kicker
is.
had it.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And
It'd be right up the middle. That touchdown.
Kiss him goodbye. And all the way
One
in.
play.
Touchdown, New York.
After a missed field goal,
Le'Veon
that time
Bell
to kill.
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Jets get the quick strike touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away.
You got these chicken things and bread, I think.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 15. Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, keep it up, keep it up. Hey, watch that. Hey, 7.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaking up on the play. While the trainers take a look,
this dude is 5 yards in the backfield on these tosses.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Crowder now to return.
That dude ran between 2 players.
Before going out. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the...
And this is caught. And he's going to take
one play touchdown again.
Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
No pass.
And the Jets will extend their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
I ain't throw the interception or nothing.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw it. To the right side of
Come on, man. Come on, 27.
Just a yard on the catch
block
there.
it, man.
2nd and 9. You think back to last year when these two teams met in week 3.
First down,
that was a big one for the Browns franchise and for Baker Mayfield. Mayfield came in relief of Tyrod Taylor and broke the Browns' 19-game losing streak, beating fellow rookie Sam Darnold 21-17. And after the game, a lot of you will remember Browns management unlocking the, shall we call them, refreshment fridges that had been padlocked for so long until the Browns got that victory. Mayfield now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Now it's Hunt.
Come on!
For 3 up to the 48.
Straighten up, baby.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface.
Blocking.
You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Watch the run, watch the run. King. Hey, echo. Check.
From just shy of midfield. Mayfield.
Nobody
pressure
blocking.
from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Brandon Copeland came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Come on, man. How's that man going around that man like that?
Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack.
Point it right.
3rd and long for Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete.
Oh, my God.
Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Man ain't got
Good
that
thing
ball
they
in
do
his
have a
hand.
little bit of time
How?
here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage.
He ain't got that ball to me.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time. Now Bell hit. He lost the football. But I think Jet was able to recover, and they'll keep
Fumble in the
possession thanks
background.
to a
His
heads-up
quarterback
play.
get the ball before I get there.
That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Darnold. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Anderson. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
How fast I got to get in there.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. This is Bell. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. The shotgun snap for Darnold. Carter's got it over the middle. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. A pretty good looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. On 2nd and a yard, Darnold. This is Anderson over the middle. And he'll go down shy of 40 at the 41.
This so weird.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
He can get that pass.
He was the leading receiver for the Jets a season ago. Robbie Anderson,
he can
50
get that pass
catches,
in there right
over
there.
750 yards, and getting more and more comfortable with Sam Darnold. Now a year plus under their belts collectively. You'd figure that those numbers for Anderson might be trending further north. Now Darnold. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa.
Come on, bro. Get out of here.
The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
It's a gain of 18.
Darnold going to lead the offense up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That's caught right side by Anderson. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Robbie Anderson. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away.
He definitely got this kicking thing. I ain't saying he got it from Brad, but he doing whatever Brad was doing. I'm gonna let him kick this bitch out of bounds.
The Browns drive about to get started. And you're under a minute to go in the half. A first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Alert, 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 alert.
Now Mayfield. Forced out to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now it's Crowder. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
And they got Crowder like he a real playmaker out here. I done played with the man for 4 seasons.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get into field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here. It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
On 2nd and 10, Darnold. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Hey, exit. Motion.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That's good for the Jets. First down.
Darnold now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10.
Check. 53.
They'll run on 1st down with Cannon. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And this one is right through. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And right now, these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them putting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. To throw, Mayfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Going to the air again with Mayfield. That's complete to Demetrius Harris, the tight end. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Mayfield, pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Now Mayfield on 4th down. Able to find Harris, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Demetrius Harris, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that will shave 1 more off this lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check 43.
Now off the bootleg, Darnold. On the catch, it's Crowder.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Bang, 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 bang. 22 Jets Bomber, 22 Jets Bomber.
Now it's Darnold. His throw incomplete. He was looking to hit his running back, Le'Veon Bell, that time. And it's 3rd and short. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined. But sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
A 1st down throw. Darnold airing one out for Crowder. It's caught inside the 25. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Hey, Delta. Motion, motion.
Back to throw, Darnold. Open man left side. That's the tight end, Herndon. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And this Browns defense coming to life. They get him behind the line for a 2nd straight play. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
What's that? 53 is the mic. Defense wins championships, baby. Big ass, big ass, big ass. Red 80.
Hey, orbit.
53.
Darnold from the gun.
Dude had all year to throw the ball.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the 1st down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And his kick is good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it.
Oh, that's me.
Rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
You.
Topper!
Red 80. Shit.
On 2nd and 15 now. Darnold. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he has got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Found his target, it's Anderson. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Back inside.
They'll come out in the pistol. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Second and goal from the 6 this time.
61, matchbox, light.
Again, Darnold to the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was looking for a Nunwa there, but now it's third and goal.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play.
Mike's both ball. Red 80. Strip that ball.
Hey, Charlie.
44's the Mike. 44's Mike. Check.
Now Darnold on third and goal toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first
How's
down.
that man throwing that ball in the dirt?
When that wasn't
And
necessary.
throwing dime,
Incomplete
50
pass.
yards down the field.
When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been threes.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, 1 play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Matthias Farley. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
The extra point up and good. And that will extend this big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Over the middle to Beckham. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. On first down, this is Geis. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. They stay on the ground. Geis again. Now Geis stripped. He lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. 20, 10. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Extra point attempt here still to come. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. The Browns drive about to get started, and they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Mayfield looks to throw. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call. And
you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Mayfield down. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time, and it'll bring up 3rd down. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. And that's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
57. Mike, 57. Watch the pass.
4th down, Mayfield. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position.
We're going to sign. 44 is the Mike. All day, just like that. Just like that.
On 1st down, it's Cannon. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Back to the ground, this time with Bell. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
44's Mike. Check. No gain on this. Red 80. 40. Red 80. Mike, 44. Smooth. Hey, switch gears.
Darnold on 3rd down. Open man is Anderson. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. After the penalty, it's Bell. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
Let's get it.
On 3rd down, here's Bell. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Following the field goal on his Locke Edwards to kick it away.
Good work, boy. Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
57's Mike. They're going to need some therapy after this. 57's Mike. Mike 57. So we got man.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a 1st down. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a 1st down. Mayfield finding Beckham, and he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Mayfield to throw it, and he rifles it complete, caught by Landry.
Let's go, let's go!
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll run on 1st down. It's Hunt. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak, not letting blockers get to...
And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Seibert on for the PAT. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
The Jets on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Past the 20. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now the try here for the point after. Whoa. He just yanked that one well to the left and no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
57's the mic. Hey, high 7.
What I missed?
No, nothing.
Now Mayfield. Dancing to his left. Mayfield lost the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line.
This man, I got 3 men around the ball. He picked it up.
Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58's the mic. Let's go.
The Jets, with victory seemingly in hand, they take a knee. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Darnold is going to take a knee, and that should just about do it.
Hello, Josh Gordon.
Tonight's final score,
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Jets, they use the favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.